Hello, my name's Brian Harlow. Wanted to give my testimony on how I became a saved, born-again, Bible-believing Christian. I got saved on June 8th, 2015. I was 25 years old when I got saved. I'm 27 years old now. And I've been wanting to give my testimony for a long time, put it online, but never had a way to record it until now. So basically my whole life I was raised kind of outside of going to churches and things. It really wasn't until I got married. My wife was raised going to Baptist churches and non-denominational churches, and I started going to church with her, and just always kind of felt out of place and just really disliked it. And I knew deep down I wasn't a Christian. So really just wanted to stop going to church and just give up on everything. And I just started thinking, you really should get a Bible and read it for yourself and figure out if you believe it or not. So I went out and bought a Bible. This Bible at a bookstore, and didn't really know anything about Bible versions and things. I just picked up one that was a smaller size for reading, and so I started reading that Bible. About 6 months before that, my wife actually totaled her car, and that really kind of shook me up. She wasn't really injured much, just bruised, but I think deep down it started making me think about death. And so anyway, I went out and bought this Bible, started reading it, got through Genesis and part of Exodus, and just really couldn't make much sense of it. So I wasn't really sure what to do. I remembered back about a year before, I saw a program on TV called Through the Bible with Les Feldick, and I really liked the way he taught the Bible. He was kind of an older guy, and he just sat on a stool and just kind of had a small classroom and had Bible study. And I remembered that, and so I looked it up online and found out he had his programs online for free. You could listen to them. So a couple nights a week I would go through his program, starting in Genesis, basically on the nights when my wife was working late. I didn't tell her about me reading the Bible or anything. And so I started going through that program, and I went through it for a couple weeks, and it really started bothering me that when he would read out of his Bible, my Bible didn't really match what his was saying, word for word. And it bothered me more when the audience, they would show a Bible in the audience, and it would be word for word what he was saying. So I knew they were all using the same type of Bible. Then it really hit me, like, why is there different versions of the Bible? People call the book God's Word, but if there's all these different versions, then that's kind of confusing. And so I looked up on his website and found out that he used a King James Bible. So I ordered a King James Bible and went on YouTube actually and typed in where can I buy a good King James Bible, and I found a guy online, channel Husky394XP, and his name's Brian Dunninger, and I learned a lot about the Bible version issue from him. Not gonna lie, when I first found his channel I was not saved, I was lost, and his channel to a lost person is, you definitely think he's kind of nuts, but anyway, so after several months of studying and things, I went from really reading the Bible to just find out what it says to really starting to believe it. And got messed up with some false teaching and things along the way, but after a couple of months, I finally just realized that I believe the King James Bible is God's perfect word. And I put off, even though I'd heard salvation pretty clearly and really understood what it meant, I really didn't accept it at first, because I knew if I accepted it, then that would mean that I was accepting that pretty much my whole family was lost. And I was especially worried because my wife definitely thought she was a Christian, and I just started thinking, after what I'd learned and things, that I was afraid she was a false convert. But after a couple months of, just really being worried about it, I finally just broke down one night and prayed to the Lord and just told him that, I believed that he shed his blood for me on the cross and died for my sins, and just asked him to save me. Told him I didn't care what it cost anymore. Even if I lose my wife, I was afraid of going to hell and wanted to go to heaven. That was on June 8th of 2015, and after a lot of studying and things, we stopped going to churches, and I started listening to some of Brian's sermons online. The first one I showed my wife was an old audio sermon he has called No Local Church, and she started to get convicted herself, and I just kept showing her sermons and trying to get her convicted, and I wasn't 100% sure that she wasn't a false convert, but I had a feeling she was, and I really wanted her to find that out on her own. I didn't want to have to come out and tell her that. And after almost 6 months, I came home from work one day, and I could just tell something was different about her. And after dinner, she finally asked me to come sit on the couch next to her, and she kind of started to break down and told me that, that she felt like it hit her that day that she felt like she was a false convert, in fact, and she got truly born again and got saved. And it was strange because I could actually just tell by looking at her as soon as I came home from work that something was different about her. That was kind of strange. And that's pretty much it. That's how I became a born again Christian. And I thank you for watching.